Here's how to hire an inexpensive, awesome English-speaking Philippine virtual assistant using Onlinejobs.ph to help grow your real estate business. If we haven't met before, welcome to my channel. I'm Charlie Cameron, a realtor, investor, and team leader at eXp Realty with the goal of helping thousands of real estate agents create massive financial success, take control of their businesses, and create a high-quality freedom lifestyle through real estate. Now, if you missed part one, definitely go back and watch that. I talk about why you need a virtual assistant, what they can do in your real estate business, and the costs associated with that. With that, let's jump right into part two, how to actually hire using Onlinejobs.ph. And the next couple parts, we're going to talk about how to interview and choose, and then how to work with and train your VA. So as a heads up, most of the rest of this series is going to actually be screen share style, because I go through the process of hiring a virtual assistant, and I show you exactly all the steps I go through to do that. So with that, let's get to it. Okay, to hire a virtual assistant using Onlinejobs.ph, a Philippine virtual assistant, what you're going to want to do is you go to Onlinejobs.ph, and you're going to come in here and you're going to create an account. So you'll hit the sign up button. Once you've created an account, you're actually going to want to go to the pricing and sign up for a pro account temporarily. And I'll tell you why here in a second. So go ahead and head over to pricing. Once you've created an account, hit pricing, go here, and we're going to compare the options here real quick. What you're going to want to be able to do, and this is the most important part, is actually communicate with people who apply for your job. Not only are you going to be able to post instantly, which is going to save you a couple days, but you're going to be able to actually talk to these workers. And trust me, you're going to get tens to hundreds of applications. You're going to want to be able to talk to these people and make sure that they're the right fit for you. You're going to see some messages right off the bat that are generic. They didn't even bother to put your name in there. There's some easy ways to filter through the messages, which we'll talk about. But what you're going to want to do is sign up for this pro. I know it's $70. It's a lot of money. The virtual assistants that you hire are going to be worth this tiny, tiny, tiny fee in the long run. So go ahead, pay the $69. That's my recommendation. And then you can cancel as soon as you've done your interview. So make sure when you do this, you're ready to hire. Because you have about 30 days to cancel at that point. So sign up for the pro account right here. You just hit upgrade, so you cancel anytime easily, right? Fill in your information, and Bob's your uncle will be able to apply. Once you've upgraded your account, you'll see this nice little message, and you'll be able to post a new job instantly. So let's talk about posting a new job. Okay, so you've created an Onlinejobs.ph account, and you've signed up for a pro subscription that you're going to cancel after a month if you don't need it. Now we're going to post a job so we can get virtual assistant applicants. So you simply go to the post a job button right here, and you fill all this out. So as you start to write, things will change. This description box will get bigger. I've already filled one out, so I'm going to just kind of show you an example here. So this is a full-time VA I want to hire. I just put full-time right up front because I'm looking for somebody who's available. And then I write kind of 3 skills that I'm really looking for. I need them to really, this is a writing focused position. There's going to be other admin-y stuff that I can teach just about any VA how to do with video tutorials. But I can't teach them how to be good writers in English, right? That's what I really need. But I also kind of would like them to be able to do a little bit of graphics creation for YouTube and a little bit of content production, process management, with a lot of writing emphasis. So I put full-time here. It's my first full-time one, so I'll let you know how it goes. But I write the description. I try to be a little bit cheerful, but right up front, look, I'm looking for 40 hours a week. I need you to work Monday through Friday, and I really prefer you to be available during certain times because I have a couple monitoring tasks that I need them to do during certain hours of the day. So that's very unusual. A lot of times you'll hire VAs and let them do their thing on their hours. Keep in mind the Philippines is exactly opposite AM PM from the East Coast. So what I'm asking them to do is kind of be up at really weird hours. So I'm willing to kind of pay a little more for that. In fact, I'm going to do hours and pay are negotiable. There are only a few tasks. Actually, I'm going to go with hours. We'll always negotiate pay. That's fine. But essentially I'm telling them up front, like, I really need a few tasks monitored. If we can figure out a way where you can monitor those tasks, then accomplish them, but you want to mostly work on different hours, we can kind of figure that out. But I require 40 hours work and monitoring during that time. the most important thing, English speaking, but really English writing mastery. Like if they speak broken English, that's okay as long as they understand me, but can write like college level English. So then I kind of post a list. I went through all the tasks I have for them, and I kind of post a list describing those tasks so they really have an idea. And this is going to give me a good idea when they respond, whether they actually read my description. If they're like, "Hi, sir, I'm the best VA for you," submit. Like I'm not even going to waste time on that, right? If they actually say, "Oh, I have," as I asked them to say, "Please note any relevant experience." "Oh, I've worked for a company writing blog posts for a year. I did, I am a English level graduate, English graduate from college, right? Local colleges." So a lot of these folks do have college degrees, but I basically go through, hey, I need you to do some YouTube stuff. I need you to monitor some social media groups. I need you to draft blog posts, SEO optimize, help me go from videos, turning those into blog posts, all sorts of kind of more technical writing type things and social media management type things, as well as I've got some little bit of web stuff. Shouldn't be a lot, but I may ask them to do a little bit in there, including optimize some posts. And then I had, hey, these are other simple tasks anybody can do. I would prefer if you've used Canva before, but I'm going to show you how to create some social media graphics I want you to do. So you kind of get an idea here of what I want them to do. These are all from actual tasks that I expect them to be doing. And then you don't have to have, I tell them right up front, you don't have to have all the skills. I'm going to create tutorials for all of it, but I really prefer that you have these few things, okay? If you have some of those, you'll be considered for this job. If you have none of them, I'm not going to spend time on it. But I kind of talk a little bit about pay. Hey, we're going to start at $350. We'll go to $4 once you're trained. There will be bonuses for them. I want to pay for a day off each month since it's a full-timer. And we can grow together. So a lot of my VAs I've worked really well with together and provide raises and opportunities. So if they're working well with you, you can kind of really reassess that. I'm going to respond with an interview Calendly link. So I'm going to give them an opportunity. I'll show you that too in a little bit. For them to just pick a 15-minute slot and do a quick interview with me. I'll have a set number of questions. We'll go through them. That'll give me an idea of their experience level. But I'm only going to probably, at max, pick 10 people to do that. And then down here, so you put kind of what your wage salary is. I always put in US dollars because I don't want to do the conversion. You can make this in any denomination you want. This is the likelihood that they are who they say they are. I have no idea how well this works, but I always just leave it at the default 50. And then how you want them to contact you. You're not going to get like a bajillion emails in your inbox. It's going to give you some summaries like, hey, you have 10 new applicants, which is good because you might get 100. Even 200 is not uncommon depending on what it is. And then for the skills, I wanted to make sure it actually touched on the things I was thinking about. Hey, you're going to be doing a lot of blogging. You can only pick one of these, which is kind of annoying. I wish I could say blogging, copywriting, web content writing, but it doesn't let you. So I just kind of picked the 3 most relevant. I want them to be able to kind of write for me. If they can write a blog post, then they can definitely do a lot of the other writing tasks. I want them to be able to do a little bit of graphics editing, and I want them to be able to, I kind of just focused on SEO, search engine optimization, and that's related to the blog posts. So while they're not going to be necessarily writing brand new blog posts, they may be writing posts from videos and other content I'm creating. So that's essentially it. You'll come down here, you'll hit post job, boom. Yeah, now you can view the job post here, and you'll start getting applicants almost immediately. So the number of messages will go way up. Okay, when you go to jobs posted, you'll see here I've got the job right here. 3 people have already looked at it. I posted this seconds ago. And you can edit. You probably don't want to delete because you only get 3 posts a month. You can always just kind of edit it and make it a little bit more like what you're looking for. But do that work up front so that you make sure you're getting the right applicants relevant to the job. All right, so now you're going to get lots of applicants, as you can see here. In the past I've gotten 133 applicants on one job before. So expect them to come in. You almost need a VA to sort through the VAs, but I'll give you some tips on how I go about this when all the applicants come in. Okay, so we've got our job post in here. It's been a few days. It's been more days than I wanted. So I've got 89 applicants in here. So I've already gone ahead and started sorting through them. I did have one potential VA that reached out directly, this Jessie here. So she reached out via email. I mean, my email's in here. They can send me an email. And that was kind of nice. So I did give her an opportunity to interview. So what I'm going through and doing now is I'm going through each application. I'm seeing if there's words that make sense to me. That I'm looking for a few things. I'm looking for some sort of personal note. I'm looking for them confirming that it's a full-time position, maybe even confirming the hours, though that'll probably happen on the interview. And I want them to say some of the words. They have some experience in really the keywords I'm looking for. You could say I'm doing search engine optimization of these posts, looking for the right keywords. And the biggest one being SEO, followed up by WordPress, blog writing, writing skills, some sort of YouTube or content creation, usefulness or past experience. So you can see here, this gentleman here has full-time, he said the words full-time. He said writing, blogging, content creation. He's saying all the right words. I tend to look at if they provide some portfolio resumes and work. I do look at that. This guy, he's got a verified identity and a pretty good ID score. So I would give him an interview since I am looking for SEO type activities. This guy right here, kind of broad, wide open, not a lot of, directly addressing the position. He may not get a interview here. Michelle, she says things like WordPress Elementor. That's good. I don't see much about blog writing or SEO, so this is a maybe. We're not going to be able to interview all 89 applicants. Now, there will be some that you're going to just throw away immediately. I just archive those and don't look at them. So I've already archived a number. There's still 65 I need to go through, and probably, a dozen I've gone through. She says, hey, I'm trustworthy, yada, yada. I've got some experience. I don't see anything about SEO in here or blog writing, so probably not. He's a freelance SEO analyst. Okay, well that might help. That doesn't mean that he's necessarily a writer though. So I would probably do an interview with this gentleman here. He's definitely got experience in tools that are helpful for search engine optimization keywords. So he might be helpful for optimizing websites. I'm really looking for a content writer, but he might be good for both, right? He might be able to help us optimize as well as write content. So I'd probably interview him, but ask questions about whether he'd be willing to write posts as well. SEO agency owner was her last client, so that's probably very relevant. She's done things that are very relevant to what I need. Blog posts, doing stuff from YouTube to blog posts, WordPress Elementor. I'm definitely going to interview her. So you kind of get the idea. You go through all these. I recommend just sitting down and batch going through all of it. Creating a Word doc you can create off to the side. Write down the names of the people you want to interview. You'll send them a link to do an interview with you, and then you can take notes on there. So this guy has experience working as a virtual assistant with real estate agents. So I'll probably interview him. It's a little bit different. He's doing some other stuff, email lists and things, which that is one of the future tasks I do want. But anyway, you kind of get the idea for that. Okay, so we got our pro account on Onlinejobs.ph. We submitted a job. We started getting applicants. We started sorting applicants. In the next video, we're going to talk about my interview process, questions I recommend you ask, how you focus on the most important task, and how I use a Calendly tool to make the interview process very quick and smooth.